Back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, 1930 Britain campaign, which is the charge of the light cruisers. We're in April. We're just finishing up April. We just finished a convoy battle right here off of Kiel, in which two of our light cruisers attacked a fairly large German convoy that was defended by one German battlecruiser, the Moltke. Sank the transports. Kind of expected that the German battlecruiser would maintain its distance, similar to what we've seen heavy cruisers doing in these battles, and possibly not really have a conclusive result. And in the midst of that, I left it on high time compression and managed to blunder one of my cruisers into Moltke's torpedoes. That was completely player fault. It's pretty obvious in the video. But then the Moltke turned and closed and offered a close range battle, which was a bit of a surprise right at the end. And the other undamaged cruiser, the Phaeton, was able to get in right close and deliver a devastating torpedo attack. Was able to maneuver so that she quickly fired both of her quad launchers, port and starboard. And out of the 8 torpedoes fired, I didn't necessarily... I knew multiple torpedoes hit. I did not realize, but 6 of the 8 hit, and Moltke sank promptly with her few bulkheads. So that was a little bit of a surprise and positive ending, and the Germans are down a battlecruiser. Okay, and that's where we're at. Let me just double check. Here's all our cruisers built up. Here's some that need to go, weren't assigned a port yet. Just see where everybody is. Make sure everyone's in the North Sea. Yep, okay. I do have the 2 battleships, Nelson and Rodney, on sea control. They're still on cadet and green cruise. However, so are the Germans. So hopefully one of these will get into a capital ship duel fairly soon. One can hope. Let's see what happens in May. Nothing happens in May. Okay. How about June? Nope. Germans don't want to fight this month either. Alrighty. We completed repair of that light cruiser, which I think was, yeah. Let's get this cruiser... That's Phaeton back over to the North Sea. Clean, clean, clean. Okay. What I'm doing now is so we have the 60 light cruisers. And then at game start I put 12 more of them on order, and now I'm just ordering like 4 every couple of months. I'm gonna keep increasing the size of the light cruisers and see how many with just light cruisers, not counting the 2 battleships, there's those 2, see how many light cruisers it takes to impose a blockade. Hasn't happened yet. Apparently 60 is not that number. Okay, August. Well, this is just a fascinating campaign series. It's quite the Sitzkrieg. Well, it's 3 more months. Let me pop on. We'll build some more. I mean, I've got ridiculous amounts of money, right? Why not? I mean, it's kind of a, yeah, it's kind of a gimmicky fleet composition. I get it. No tech investment, stupid amounts of money. This is not the way one will. It's not really the way one should play the campaign, even now. Well, this, okay. What is that? That's about 7. That's our last battle was in April, so that is 8 months without a battle. Now there may still be transport sinkings going on because I don't think we're seeing the messages for those now. What is our transport percentage after a year? 102%, and at, okay, so at a 100% funding, it's 36% per month. So that is roughly 1 full percentage point every 3 months. We've been going 12 months. We're in December. So if we had not lost any transports whatsoever, we should be at 104%. Because this is actually a hair above 1/3 here. So this tells me we have lost some transports. We haven't seen any messages for such, and we haven't seen any for the Germans either. Which reinforces, we saw, or to be more accurate, we did not see the same thing. We observed this same trend in the last campaign too. And I think that started happening with the 1.01 patch. Okay, not getting any battles at all. So, got a lot of ships up. There's even a seasoned. Look at this. Weymouth has not entered a battle. It's been the same 4 ships over and over. Yet Weymouth is up to seasoned, whereas Cassandra, who has fought, is only trained. Phaeton, who has fought twice, is only regular. Yet some of these other ships who have not fought, Carries Fort, haven't seen her seasoned. Someone had mentioned, and it makes perfect sense. Maybe this is happening, that somehow, maybe reflecting transfers, right? I mean, you enter the Navy, you don't stay on just the same ship forever and ever and ever. You move around. You go from ship to ship to ship, right? You do tours on a ship. You go on a ship and, you do however long the period is. A year, 2 years as part of that crew. And then you rotate to something else. I mean, people are always moving around. So maybe that reflects kind of a general increase across the fleet. Like Carries Fort herself may not have fought, but maybe there's some combat veterans with recent experience that have come from Undaunted or Phaeton or what have you, and are now part of Carries Fort's crew. I don't know, that's what's happening. That's speculation. Just saying that the idea of sharing experience across the fleet beyond these specific ships is not necessarily a bad idea. What is Undaunted has fought some. She's at regular. Anyway, enough of that. Alright, let's press on into 1931. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let's take about 12-ish of these things. Sea control. Try to force something here. There we go. Okay, convoy battle. This time off the English coast, so we might be defending here. Nope, we are attacking a German convoy, which for some reason is very close to Yarmouth. One of our light cruisers attacking a transport defended by two of their light cruisers. I'm not against that. And then let's see what the battle is. We've got a battle off the Norwegian coast, and it is it's a light cruiser matchup. I'll do this one first. Obviously, a light cruiser versus light cruiser duel is going to continue to be a very common occurrence because that's what we have. You know, it's going to generate battles based on what the ships available are. However, at some point we're going to get a cruiser versus cruiser duel against one of their heavies. And the game does that too. That will be a little bit more interesting, and I am not 100% sure how that's going to go with the way that their heavy cruisers have been acting so far in this campaign. The German lights are not particularly troublesome for torpedoes for two reasons. First, they have standard torpedoes, which have a decent range. However, the standards are easier to spot. You know that was a pretty good. Oh my goodness! Here I am. Oh. I was just trying to make a modest turn to... I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. I'm sitting there talking about how these aren't very scary for torpedoes, and I just... That was embarrassing. I just want to make this statement. There are YouTubers who would not post this video. that's all. At least I'm posting the damn thing. Yeah, I did that. Not only did I blunder into an easily avoidable torpedo spread, but I was actually talking about not being worried about torpedoes at the time. That's classic. I can't not post that now. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's see if we can not be that dumb this time. Man, that was just like running face first into a brick wall at top speed. There's radar contact right back here, so I think the cruisers are just out of spotting range. Just behind the transports. Can help our accuracy out. We'll just slow to cruise speed for now. Okay, we got the secondaries pop up. Let's go to HE. HE's fine for transports. It's fine against the light cruisers too. Okay, starting to take a little fire. Let's go ahead and smoke up. Come back up to speed to give them that high target speed accuracy debuff. Maybe maneuver a little bit for target maneuvering. Let's go ahead and slow time down. They could have already launched and we can't see that because we don't have them fully identified yet. Yeah, there was a torpedo spread, which might blunder into one of their... Nope. Yes! Okay. They shot one of their own transports. There's another torpedo spread that was launched before we turned, so that's not an immediate threat. That one might be. I kind of think Aragon's going to get out ahead of those. Those may have been fired before she had fully steadied up on her course, and they're actually aimed as if she were headed this way. Yeah, I think she's going to be fine with those. Not only are they spotted at a decent range, but the standard torpedoes are a little bit... Well, they're obviously slower than the fast propulsion. Work on... Ooh. Oh, I said identified. Those are transports. Where's our cruisers? That's what we need. That's the tab we need expanded. Undine has been identified. We'll just throw some torps at her. Sometimes you get lucky. Or we do have electric torpedoes, so we've got the stealthy ones that don't get spotted until they're pretty close. She's maneuvering, though. That's not gonna... Those won't be anywhere close. Okay, there's another spread. I think we can just come on over this way. So just to qualify my my earlier statement that I didn't really, I should add the qualifier. Their torpedoes are not that scary if you actually maneuver to avoid them. That's an important point. Which I neglected to do in the last episode. Here's a nice pop. And Undine is out. She's Winchester on torpedoes. Amazon has just fired another spread of 3, I think, which means they're going to be coming right down our throat. I think if we just make a little course correction like this now, that won't be a problem. Meanwhile, we're right in the middle of the transports. Our secondaries can beat up on them. Well, we fire 6-inch at Undine. Undine is our target for now. We'll just kind of stay with her, and we can get pretty close to her now. Maintain our distance from Amazon, who is reloading torps at the moment. Don't turn too far. This torpedo is still coming over here. Okay. I'm just holding this course until this torpedo right here passes. Get secondaries on Thuringen. Start popping out some 6-inch as soon as we steady up and get the turret slewed around on Undine. Their cruisers do have bigger main armament and increased. I think it's, yeah. Look at how much ammo they've got for it. Increased gun ammo, but their accuracy is dramatically less. 4% for Undine close aboard. Meanwhile, we're getting 16% on her. Which, even though it's much better, at this range, I mean, smoke is affecting that too. I think it'd be above 20% if it wasn't for the smoke screen. So that's part of it. Torp's in the water somewhere from Amazon, because she's out with her deck launch. She's out with everything. But she's fired something. The question was, okay, I think we can just loop around like this. Slow to cruise. Yeah, I can take some hits here, but our light cruisers are pretty well. They're pretty armored for a light. They're close to max on the main belt, and pretty hefty on the fore and aft belts as well, and close to max on the turrets. Not fully max, but close. Okay. And finally put paid to Undine, and now it is Amazon's turn, who is also Winchester on torpedoes. Just checking to see where the transports are. Oh, we can speed this up now. There's no torpedoes. I'm still down at cruise speed, which means at the moment, no, I was going to say at the moment we're going the same speed. However, Amazon is predictably slowing. Kind of playing with my food here. I want to make sure we take all the transports out too. I don't think it makes a difference to the economy. I don't think the player sunk transports are counted. I'm not sure about that because we don't see the information in game to confirm one way or the other. I just don't think they are. Well, I know they aren't because in the last campaign, the 1940... I didn't mean to turn there. In the 1940 campaign, we had a number of convoy battles where we sank a lot of transports. And it was pretty clear that the transport sinking shown in the campaign summary at the end, it was just way too low a number. It could not have included all those. And if they're not shown there, if they're not registering for the to be displayed in that summary, that kind of indicates to me they may not be affecting the enemy's transport percentage in economy either. But, I mean, you know, it was a convoy attack battle. We're going to attack the convoy. And they do, in the patch, of course, you know, give a little victory point bonus as well. So, yeah, why not? I think that's it. I think we got them all. Sometimes this little thing updates immediately, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, if there was an unspotted one somewhere, we would see that grayed out silhouette up here. And we don't, so... Yeah, what the hell, shoot some torpedoes. Shoot the other side. There you go. Ooh, I think we're going to get some hits there. There's two. Boom. Alrighty then. 7 transports sunk. Both of the light cruiser escorts removed. Almost 1,900 victory points. And Arrogant probably took some light damage there, I would imagine. 17%. 12 fired, 2 hits. Oh, that's right. I had fired an earlier 4 torpedoes spread earlier in the battle. Okay. 152. So there were 7 transports, and we got 152, so those were over 20 victory points apiece. That number varies a lot for the transports. 20 apiece here, I've seen as low as like 8 before. Okay, well, it took us quite a bit of clicking through the months to get to some fights, so I think that will do for this episode. Overall, I mean, it turned out okay. Over the 2 battles, we engaged 3 German light cruisers with 2 of our own. That should have been, you know, a 3-for-0 swap. It turned into a 2-for-1 swap with that lack of torpedo avoidance in the duel battle. Anyway, we will press on further in the 1931 next time around. Thank you for watching.